Well, hey, everybody. I'm Andrew Kooman, author and playwright, and this is my weekend Link Roundup, where I share 3 things from around the web that I thought were interesting. So why don't we dive right in? Okay. The House of David. Have you guys been hearing about this? It is here. The much anticipated House of David series dropped its first 3 episodes on Prime. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet because I was at NRB in Dallas all week. But that thing was everywhere. It was plastered on the walls. The trailer was being seen everywhere. The branding was everywhere. And I've heard from friends and families who've watched it so far, the first 3 episodes, that it's amazing. And people are really excited about it. This is a big moment for films and series based on the beloved Bible stories and beloved Bible characters. Also sounds like it's really violent, which to portray with accuracy, you know, it would really have to be. Here's the trailer. Take a look.
David's heart is like a deep fire, set strong, unbroken.
It is the very reason he was chosen.
I want a place with the king's warriors.
David, you are a poet, and you are a shepherd. You are not a man of glass.
I was meant for more than this.
King's a Philistine. We shall ride against Saul. But our gods and nightmares will go before us.
David, you have the heart of a lion. What do lions do? They roar.
Send me your champion!
So there you go. Looks pretty epic, pretty high production value. Amazon's multi-year, multi-million-dollar commitment to be the house of this new series was a landmark moment in 2024, a signal that faith and film really fit for audiences and they're hungry for it. People want scripture-based content. I think it's an exciting time for value-driven, faith-focused audiences and content makers. As a filmmaker, I'm encouraged. Over at Unveil, we're bringing the story of Daniel, the prophet, to life. And this year we're in pre-production and going to film. It's a big effort to bring a story like this to life, and seeing stories like the House of David make it on and land on platforms and have a buzz and get seen is really energizing. And how could I not share with you the teaser trailer that we have for the series? I'm going to show that right now.
Tell you what you dreamed. That's impossible, my lord.
This must make its way to Daniel, in the palace of Nebuchadnezzar. Deliver it to my sister Susanna. She has favor with the king. But let no one break the seal, unless it be Daniel from the house of Judah.
Susanna.
I'm here for my brother.
The sky stars in the void of the night.
You must pray like our lives depend on it.
You spoke into the darkness and created the light. The king has something of his men that only the gods can perform.
Then they'll be burned in the furnace!
My God is an awesome God he is.
So pretty excited about that. That's just footage that was captured on a pre-visualization pre-production trip to India. My brother Daniel pulled off an amazing feat by getting all that footage so that we could promo the film. Okay, this is the moment where I do a bit of an on-air ad. Want to invite you to make sure that you subscribe to Things I Wrote Down, the weekly newsletter I send out over at andrewkooman.com. Every Thursday, I share an original article about faith and creativity. And on Sundays like this, I drop a fun Link Roundup for my readers and take my readers to interesting places on the web. So I hope you'll go check it out, andrewkooman.com. Okay, the second place I went on the web was all these Mark Carney memes. Have you been catching these? These are hilarious. They've been all over the internet all week, and I'm definitely here for it. Check these out. Mark Carney, the former governor of the Bank of Canada and the Bank of England, has become an unlikely star of these memes. There's been a surge of them on social media as he campaigns to be the leader of the Liberal Party of Canada. With the leadership announcement set for March 9th, internet users on platforms like X have unleashed a wave of satirical posts exaggerating Carney's accomplishments with claims he invented the light bulb or built the Great Wall of China. The memes appear to mock both his high-profile financial career and his potentially undeserved political hype. Fueling the fire are criticism that Carney's record, including accusations of misleading statements he made about his role in the Brookfield move to New York as the chair of the board after Trump made his tariff announcements, and also some inflated biographical information about his 1990s work on Canada's budget. So some posts on X suggest that the meme trend is, some posters on X are saying that this is a liberal marketing effort to make him look even more popular than he is. Others portray him as a scapegoat for economic woes. As Carney's candidacy gains traction, the online frenzy reflects a polarized mix of ridicule and intrigue, spotlighting his potential path to Canada's premier role as prime minister. I don't totally know what it's about, but I jumped in on the fun, and this is one of the memes that I posted on X, and I thought it was kind of funny. Mystery solved. Carney puts the caramel in the caramel bar. Remember those ads from way back when? Anyway, if you haven't checked it out, jump on X and just search Mark Carney memes, and you'll have a good laugh. Okay, if you're looking for a new read, I've got you covered. I've started to release the new fictional series, The 49. It reads like an action story ripped from tomorrow's headlines. The 49 is a high-tech, high-stakes thriller set in the not-too-distant future. And the cool thing about it is that I'm writing it in real time. If you subscribe today over at the49.substack.com, you'll get part of the story emailed every week to your inbox for free. Go to the49.substack.com and join me. It's been really fun, and I think you'll have a good thrill. Okay, the third thing for me this week was how little tweaks can maximize content. Recently, Megyn Kelly explained on her popular podcast that she's expanding her podcast network to include a morning news feature. It's a daily feature that captures the news headlines. What's cool about it is that the feature came out of a desire to serve her own audience, and it also is content that she and her team realized that she could repurpose, stuff that they were making every day anyway. So here's a bit about what she had to say during her announcement of the new daily podcast, which since its launch has already amassed millions upon millions of downloads and views in less than the 2 weeks that it's been on air. Here's what she said.
We've talked in the past about how my producers will put together packets on each of the guest segments we do. That helps me prepare, helps me bring you all the well-researched facts. Of course, I do my own reading as well. On top of that, those packets come every night. And in the morning, my producers will send me a short sort of, note with whatever happened overnight that's relevant to the guest, and we call it the AM Update. Well, beginning tomorrow, I'm going to be bringing the AM Update to all of you. Here's the story. We are launching a new podcast right here on this very feed that you're listening to the show on. It'll be a quick 15-minute summary of the day's top stories to kick off your morning. And the reason really that we thought this was necessary is all of you. We had so many of our audience members email us or, write to me on social media saying, it would be so great. I know you're busy, but it would be so great if you could just give us like a short something just to start the day, so that, because a lot of you wait until the end of the day to listen to the show, just so I know like what I need to know going into the day. And that made sense to me. And I actually thought that would be a service. And I'm not going to lie, it does kind of interrupt my my downtime for sure. Like I will either going to do these late at night or very, very early in the morning. But I really thought that's a genuine service that we can provide to the audience. So we're doing.
Isn't that cool? I thought that was so neat to see someone as popular and successful as Megyn Kelly making that sort of adjustment. The team realized they had a daily segment of content that they could really serve a hungry audience with for information in a media environment that's heavy on punditry and on opinion, but short on straight up news. I thought this was a really interesting addition, and it's a great lesson for content creators out there. What's in your hand? What can you reuse? What can you repurpose or recycle to bring value to your audience? And I thought that was pretty cool to see. That's all for this week's 3 Things. Thanks for spending part of your day with me. If you like this content, make sure you subscribe over at andrewkooman.com. Each week I publish a poem to go along with this 3 Things, and you can go read that exclusively on the website, andrewkooman.com. Thank you so much for tuning in.